Hello everyone, this is Jayendra Lakhani, your Forex educator from BindalFx. I'm delighted to be with you today, and in this webinar I shall be talking to you about trader psychology, the secret of a successful trader. Now, you may well have a very good trading system methodology, but that does not guarantee success. I always believe that combined with a good trading plan, you need right attitude, you need mental toughness. It is said that roughly about 10% of traders make big money. So in effect, 90% fail. Success in trading is all about finding a right methodology, practicing your methodology, and then having the right mindset to follow the system with discipline. In my opinion, if you follow these three basic things, then trading mastery becomes a child's play. So how do the 10% of people make it in this trading business? What is it their mindset like? What is their trading process and routine like? What are they doing differently? Yes, that's the key. What are they doing differently, opposite to the 90% who lose money? So guys, in today's lesson, I'm going to give you some insight into these questions, and that will hopefully help you to achieve consistent success. Before we proceed, let me just give you a brief introduction about me. As I said earlier on, my name is Jayendra Lakhani. I'm a professional trader. I've been trading for 40 years. I'm also the author of a book, Forex Mastery A Child's Play, which is available from Amazon. I've done real money live trading seminars worldwide, here in the UK, USA, Canada, India, Italy, Switzerland, Dubai, Mauritius, and in the coming year, I plan to do seminars in Far East, Australia, South America, wherever my members want me to come. So guys, those of you listening to me, if you want me to come to you, to your country, drop me an email and I'm quite happy to do that. And when I do come, I give you full days, real money, live trading seminar. Okay guys, let's push on. Looks like we have a huge international audience from all parts of the world. Again, welcome again to this webinar. I do hope that you find this webinar very useful. Okay? Secret of a successful trader. Now, the first thing is, do you have a trading plan? So what is a trading plan? Basically, it defines what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do, when and how. Okay? It will cover your methodology, your trading system. It'll cover your trader personality. What type of person are you? Your emotions, your expectations. It'll cover the risk management rules. Now, you know what? This is one thing this 90% of losing traders do not have it. It's the 10% who spend the time to sharpen the saw. They sweat it out initially, and then everything becomes a child's play. So guys, before you enter any market as a trader, you need to have some idea of how you will make the decision to execute your trades. When will you enter? When will you exit? You must know what information you will need to make appropriate decision on entering and exiting a trade. And you know what? Some traders choose to look at the underlying fundamentals of the economy as well as a chart to determine the best time to execute the trade. Others will only use technical analysis, which is what I do, right? I don't look at fundamentals. All I'm interested in is what time the fundamental news is coming. That's it. But I will not go in detail to dissect and look at the figures. That does not mean to say that they're useless. Of course, there are many successful traders who are fundamental news traders, but I'm not. I basically focus on technical analysis, the charts, because I believe the chart measures the demand and supply. It measures the greed and the fear and the panic. Everything is in there. So this is what I focus on. So whatever methodology you choose, be consistent and be sure to apply your methodology with discipline. Okay, that is very important. Now, if you fail to plan, then you've already planned to fail. Simple. By having a good, back-tested trading plan, it'll help you in your decision making. Now, remember, just having a trading plan is not enough. That's what I said earlier on. In addition to that, you got to have rock solid discipline to follow it, which means you are not going to self-sabotage. Okay, moving on. What type of trader are you? Are you a short-term trader, medium-term trader, long-term trader? Okay, short-term scalper, a trader who looks to open and close a trade within a short period, in which he's taking advantage of the small price movements, often using large leverage. And often for this strategy, I would focus on 1 minute or 5 minute chart. So if you're a short-term trader, you wouldn't be looking at weekly and daily charts. Okay, so shorter time frame charts are more than enough. A medium-term trader, basically, he'll be looking to hold position for 1 day or a couple of days. For this, I personally look at 4-hour and 30-minute charts. Okay, long-term trader, a trader looking to hold position for many days, weeks, or even months, often basing decisions on long-term fundamental factors. For this strategy, I personally look at monthly and daily charts, and then I would use either the 4-hour or the 30-minute chart to execute my trades. Now, often when I get members, they say, Jay, can you do all three? Of course you can. Yeah. I personally do it, and I don't have any issues. What I do have is 3 separate accounts for each strategy. So I could easily be long on, say, intraday and short on the higher time frame. Yeah. So when I'm doing opposite, so what's really happening is on the shorter time frame, it is just doing a retracement, a pullback 1 to 3, which basically enables me to add to my winning positions on a higher time frame. Okay. Many traders get confused by conflicting information that occurs when looking at charts in different time frames. Now, what shows up as a buying opportunity on a weekly chart could in fact show up as a sell signal on an intraday chart. Okay? Therefore, if you are taking your basic trading direction from a weekly chart and using, say, a daily chart or a 4-hourly chart to enter, then you must ensure that all those charts are in sync. In other words, say if the weekly chart is giving you a buy signal, then you got to make sure that the daily and the 4-hourly are also giving you a buy signal. And when you have everything in sync, it just gives you more confidence to follow through. It gives you this low risk, high probability trade setup. Okay, right, moving on. How reliable your trading system is. You should go back in time, measure all your trades that were winners versus losers. Yeah, again, this is sort of like a self-audit. What you're doing is you're sharpening your tools, aren't you? Yeah, many traders don't have this information. They don't bother to do a self-audit. So when you got this data, you got to determine how profitable your winning trades versus how much you are losing trades. After the audit, you'll have the following information, which will be what is the average pips on your winning trade, average pips on your losing trade, what is your average win-loss ratio. Yeah. Having this data is very important as it will measure your success. To increase your chances of profitability, you want to trade when you have a potential to make at least 2 to 3 times what you are risking. Yeah. So if you give yourself a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio, you have a significantly greater chance of ending up profitable in a long run. In addition to focusing in reward to risk ratio, I will also focus on average win and average loss ratio. These data is very, very, very important. Yeah. Is a higher win-loss ratio realistic and achievable? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. If you say you take 10 trades, 7 are winners, then you have achieved a 70% win-loss ratio. Personally, I would like to have both. I would like to have a high win-loss ratio. I would like to have a high reward to risk ratio. Okay? And it can be achieved. And I've proved it many a times at my live trading seminars. There are so many trading educators out there, but rarely is there anyone who will do live trading in-person seminar. And you know what? At BindalFx, we walk the talk. And as part of my training, we do live broadcast as well as live trading in real person. Yeah? So that is important. You got to have a reliable trading system. And you got to be able to show it to your students how it works. No point showing to them with historical data and saying, a chart, a signal was issued there. Had you taken a trade here, you would have made £3,000. That is utter bullshit. But if you can show your students how to make money in real time, real seminar, for that you need guts, you need a damn good trading system, you need mental toughness. Okay? Mental toughness. And very few trading educators have that out there. Moving on, trade management, very, very, very important. You got to cut your losses. Amateurs don't do this. Yeah, you got to give the trade to work for you or against you. Manage the trade. So if it is not doing what you expect it to do, then exit, get the hell out of there, and you simply move on and look for another trading opportunity. One of the biggest problems with so many losing retail traders is that their losing trade becomes a buy and a hold. That should not be the case. If you want to preserve your equity and not lose all of your money, then you need to execute good money management rules. Good money management rules will assure that you keep your money intact, that you won't fall into the trap of emotional trading. Very important. Most successful traders commit themselves to sticking to a set of money management rules. For instance, one rule is not to risk more than 1% of your trading capital on a single trade. Yeah, you got to be ruthless in it. This rule is known as a golden rule of Forex trading. And this is why it is imperative for you to use a stop loss in your trading strategy. If you don't use stop loss, you're doomed to fail in the long run. Another trait of a losing trader is they add to the losers. They average. Okay, you don't do that. They'll also add to the losing position with a big trade size. This is nothing but a gambling mindset. Moving on, trade management, letting the winners run. This is one area where many retail traders fail. What they do is snatch lots of small, tiny profits. They often fail to add to the winners. They're happy to add to the losers, but they fail to add to the winners. Yeah, often traders have the fear of letting a winning position turn into a loss, which could then lead you to break the rules for, or worst, analysis paralysis. There is no magic formula in letting the winners run. All you need is courage and confidence in your trading system with a strong belief in it. If you have got strong belief in your trading system, time tested, you cannot go wrong. Now, accept that prices do not move in one straight line, do they? No, they don't. Yeah, it moves in a zigzag price action, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so when prices are retracing, often traders with a weak mindset will panic, exit the trade, and guess what? Just as the trader exits, what happens to the market? It starts to go in the direction of the trade. The trader now feels frustrated because he is not in the trade. Are you comfortable with the risk? Right? Very, very, very important. Setting expectations to trading is a critical way to hold yourself accountable. Yet if we focus too much on money and not the trading plan, then what happens? You quickly run into challenges. Often retail traders get into a gambling mindset, using too much leverage, taking big trade sizes. Sometimes, yes, with luck on their side, they could turn 500 account into a big, but equally, they could lose. Equally at the same time, what happens is they could get into a trade, they see small profit, they take it, they may get a very good trading signal, they are fearful and they don't take it. Fear of losing. So when you come into trading, you've got to be comfortable in taking the risks. Very, 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 very important. Procrastination. Do you procrastinate? Now, this is a vital step in becoming a successful trader. Successful traders never put off until tomorrow something that they can do today. You have to seize every opportunity in achieving your trading targets. And this is why you have to develop a habit of avoiding procrastinations. Just do it. Just do it. Take action. Take rightful action all the time. Right? A signal comes. Don't think about it. Just do it. That's not the time for you to start analyzing and creating a paralysis of the mind, because all the hard work was put up when you designed that methodology. And when the methodology is time tested, you simply take action. Yeah, so keep at it, taking that inspired action all the time. Obviously, start with mini steps, build on it. Yeah, you just don't go blindly with big trade sizes. You got to have the right to take on these big trade sizes. Start with mini accounts, mini trades. Then go on to higher trade sizes. Okay? Very, very, very important. Never put off doing a trading journal. Don't procrastinate. This self-audit will help you having a better tomorrow. As what you're doing is you are learning from your mistakes. Always ask, what is it that I can do differently tomorrow? Yeah? Do you have realistic expectations? Very important here. Yeah? Often traders go in, they want to become a multi-millionaires overnight. No, no, no. This is not the way it works. As I said earlier on, start slowly, and with profit buffer, what you do is you start increasing the trade sizes. Trade according to your trading equity, risking 1% of your trading equity per trade. With profit buffer, yes, you can increase it. Right? So you have to have realistic expectation, not to have that gambling mindset. Very, very, very important. Patience. Do you patiently wait for a low risk, high probability trade setup? Right? Success in trading requires that patience, waiting for a right trading opportunity. Jumping into or out of trades too early or too late is a rampant problem amongst new traders. They simply haven't developed their patience enough to wait for the great entry and exit. This goes hand in hand with discipline, and you need to be patient until there is a call to action. Then you need to have enough discipline to act without hesitation. Now, when you wait for that perfect low risk, high probability trade setup, generally what will happen is within minutes, as soon as you take your trade, your take profit one target is achieved. Many a times at my live trading seminars, people say to me, Jay, whenever I see your trade broadcast, as soon as an alert comes and you give it, within minutes, our targets are filled. How do you do it? I said, I've sweated a lot by way of waiting patiently for that right setup. And I only pounce when everything is aligned, everything is in sync. Okay, very, very, very important. Okay, moving on. You are your biggest mentor. You are your own guru. Yeah, of course, initially you will get help with your trading, whether it's from reading articles or books, watching trading videos, receiving mentoring. Ultimately, though, it is you who will place your trades and determine your success. So nothing wrong in listening to great traders out there, mentors, and there are hundreds and hundreds of them. There is wealth of information out there on the internet, but you got to choose the right information. Okay, so all they're doing is they're guiding you, but then eventually you are your biggest mentor. Okay, eventually traders must develop a sense of independence, so you're no longer relying on others. Successful traders choose this path because they find it to be the most profitable. Okay, once you have a trading method that works for you, you don't want other people's opinion. You do what works for you. Yeah, amateur traders bounce from one mentor to another, one trading book to another, always feeling they're missing something, and they're always on a lookout of Holy Grail or a master trader. There are thousands of gurus worldwide who will show you techniques on past data. Now, you know what? With hindsight, this is so damn easy. But ask yourself, is there anyone out there who will trade live in person with you, teach you to trade live all day long and not just for 1 hour? There are very few out there in this big, whole, wide world. Okay? So independence isn't taking on the world alone. No. Yes, if you need help, go out and get help whenever you need it, but from the right mentor. Also, having learned from the mentor is very important that you take inspired action to follow through on what you have learned. Often problem is with so many people, they go from one seminar to another and they fail to follow through. So after you watch this webinar today, sit back, close your eyes, meditate, and ask, what did I learn today? What was useful? What is it that I'm going to take on board? And what is it that I'm going to do differently tomorrow? What is it I'm going to be doing different next week? What is it that what I've learned today I will carry on as a habit the next month, the next quarter, end of the year? No point just having the New Year resolutions if you don't follow through right throughout. It has to become a habit, right? It has to become a habit. quality than the quantity of the trades. Very important. See, earlier on I mentioned how patient you have to be on a low risk, high probability trades. It's not the quantity of the trades that matters, it's the quality. Frequency of trading is not an issue, but the quality of trades are. Now, when the going gets good, I may have hundreds of clicks on scalping trades. Yes, hundreds in a whole day. I've even had few hundred clicks in a day. Nothing wrong with the quantity. There are some days I may not even click maybe 20 or 30 trades. Some days could be 10, 20. It all depends on the volatility. It all depends on the action in the market. It all depends on the low risk, high probability trade setup. All I'm doing is taking all the opportunities that my trading plan offers, right? I can easily take a trade of say a 10-second chart. I have a system which delivers that. And at the times of extreme volatility, there are hundreds on hundreds of trading opportunities. So what is important is the quality of those trades. Guys, so in order to win a trading, you need to outsmart and outthink your opponents. And these are the other traders. Your opponents are market makers. Your opponents are brokers. Your opponents are banks and institutions. Yeah? And one of the way you can outsmart them is with your discipline. One of the way you can outsmart them is with your patience. One of the way you can outsmart them is with your attitude. One of the way you can outsmart them is with your action, rightful action. Each trade takes careful planning. And if you're cutting corners or looking for shortcuts or even just being lazy, I promise you that somewhere some other trader is not. You need to be sure you're doing everything you can to put the trading probabilities in your favor. Yes, very, very, very important. So quality of those trades are very important, right? If you do 50 clicks, right, don't tell anybody, tell you, hey, you are over trading. Bullshit. Okay? If those 50 clicks were accordance with your trading plan, well, so be it. The most important thing is it must be low risk, high probability trades in accordance with your trading plan. Do you have a passion for trading? Yeah, very, very, very important. All great traders love the markets and they love trading. You should only be in this profession if you have 100% true passion for financial markets and in trading as general. I've never met a successful trader who was not obsessed with the markets. And he absolutely loved every minute of it. They live for this stuff. It is part of them. And if you want to be part of the 10% successful traders, then this passion, this commitment, this love of this game needs to be in you, part of you, within you. Yeah? Now, you know what? All these points which I've discussed about, you're not born with it, are you? These are the traits needed to be successful. You can learn this. You can learn these traits. Successful day trading is determined by your actions and not necessarily by your genes. Some of us are prone to certain weaknesses, yes, but we can offset those with the strength which can help us mitigate the damage to our weaker qualities. Take a personal inventory of what qualities you need to work on and what are your strengths. Very important. How many of you know your weaknesses? How many of you know your strengths? How many of you work on your weaknesses to make it better? Yeah, very important. Regularly do a self-audit of trading experience. And this audit requires looking at your discipline, looking at the patience, trading plan, mental toughness. And after doing this audit, ask, what did I do right? And what can I do differently to get better in future? So guys, what will you do different tomorrow? Just think about it. What is it that you will do different tomorrow? Okay? Friends, let me tell you one thing. Trading mastery, it's easy. It is a child's play. And I've shown it to thousands of members worldwide in my live in-person seminar. Okay, I'm harping a lot on these live seminars, but you know what? I have proved it. It is damn easy. It is a child's play. Yet 90% of traders are losing money. It need not be the case. But you know what? Only 5 or 10% will work hard. So you will always have these losers who will bring the money in the market. You need those losers to bring money in the market for the 10% to take it. These losing traders, the amateurs, are pleading to the pros, hey, here is my money, take it. As I said, I've done this real money seminars all over the world. And I have yet to come across any of those live trading seminars where I've lost money. If the trade opportunity is not there, I will not take the trade. Sometimes it could well be a wait of an hour or more. Fine, so be it. Sometimes we are just taking trade after trade with effortless ease. Sometimes we have done 50 clicks at a live trading seminar. Sometimes we have only done 10. But we are always using the trading system. Okay? We are always following the trading system. Guys, so basically that's the secret of successful traders. Let me move on and show you and talk to you more about my trading mastery indicator. Here what you see is a very clean chart, don't you? There's no garbage in the chart. Everything nice and clean, readable. All you simply need is the indicator at the bottom, the trading mastery. If all the 4 bars are the same color, the trigger line is green, we're looking for a long trade. The colored line here are unique pivot points which act on as dynamic support and resistance levels. This is an example of my live broadcast. What I do in my live broadcast, this is ideal for newbie traders, new members, okay, where I will hold your hand, guide you step by step. So here an example, I gave a watch list for GBP USD long, and 30 minutes later I said GBP USD, get ready to buy, and bang, you have a perfect long signal. As soon as you take on the trade, within minutes, your TP1 target is met. Okay, that's some photographs from my live trading seminars. As I say, I've done seminars all over the world. I am trading real money live in front of so many traders. To do that requires guts. To do that requires confidence. To do that requires a damn good trading system, and that's the trading system I have here. Okay, very easy to follow. More examples here. A nice trade on German DAX, a quick 75 pip move. All the bars here are same color, prices above the trigger line, a good 1 2 3 break of ribbon, break of these pivot points, you fire and take on the trade. Another example, German DAX 150 pip move, all the bars same color, trigger line turn from green to red, you got the pip alert, down arrow 1 2 3 below the trigger line, entry has got to be as close to the trigger line as possible. You have subsequent break of the pivot points and a massive move to the downside. Does this indicator work on everything? Yes, it does. Here it's a chart on gold. It works superbly. Perfect short signal. Okay, does it work on cryptocurrencies? Yes, it does. 1800 pip move. Again, everything aligned. Low risk, high probability trade. Confluences of indicators. This is what you are always looking for. Does it work on stocks? Here on Apple, 500 pip move. Everything in sync. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, this will work on anything, right? So long as you have got a chart giving you the price, you attach the indicators, and you will get those low risk, high probability trading setups. Okay. Now, before we end the day, I would like to give you the opportunity to work with me. Would you like to spend more time with me to go even deeper so you can unleash the unlimited power that exists within you? To become a consistent winning trader, you can work with me on a one-to-one mentoring program, and we will help you achieve trading success. So on the one-to-one mentoring, what do you get? You get the trading mastery indicators. I've shown you what they are. You get the live trading broadcast with trade setups. Now, this is ideal for new members. And once graduate, you don't really need to be part of the trading broadcast, but can always return back as and when you require brushing up your knowledge. Okay? Because the indicators giving you everything, right? You get invites to live trading seminars. So this is what I've been talking about. Live in-person trading, not for half hour, not for 1 hour, not for half a day, but whole day long. Sometimes I've had live trading seminars starting at 7 a.m. in the morning, right up till 9 p.m. But it all depends on what the market is offering. Sometimes if there's not much movement, we tend to finish at the European close. But if there's opportunity, yeah, we carry on. I give you guidance on trader psychology and mental fitness. We are all different. Okay? What works for one trader may not work for another. We have a different DNA. We have different emotions. We have different attitude. So I guide you how you can develop that mental toughness. Okay? I guide you on all those one-to-one conference calls. I guide you by looking at your trading statements, looking at your trading journals, analyzing them and giving you feedback. Okay? All that cost £2,500. Not a lot when, as I've proved, that trading mastery is a child's play. But today, I have a special offer just for you guys. A 50% discount. So if you sign up today, the cost is going to be £1,250, and that's the special offer. So have a look at it. Any questions, queries, feel free to email me at BindalFx@gmail.com. And that's the website, www.forexmentor.net. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I hope that this webinar has been of help to you. If you do have any queries, guys, feel free to email me, contact me. I shall be quite happy to guide you And as I say, if you don't have any questions, and if you'd like to jump and come on board to take up this amazing opportunity to work for me, then definitely do sign up soon. God bless and happy trading. Goodbye.